Please welcome Keiko Akashi.
Welcome. Isn't it great to be here in person? I'm super excited to be here with you in this room. And for those of you joining us virtually, I'm really excited to be up close on your screen. So let me start by introducing myself. My name is Keiko Akashi, and I'm a Senior Manager of Product Management at Amazon. Thank you for taking this time with me and choosing our session. So welcome to our Voice of the Customer breakout session. For those of you in the room with us, there's some housekeeping. If you'd like to participate in the Q&A session, you'll need to access your Amazon Accelerate app to participate. If you haven't already done so, download the app by scanning the QR code on the back of your badge. The password is Amazon with a capital A. Once in, navigate to our session under Agenda and choose Q&A on your engagement panel. Then you'll be able to type in your question and press Submit. For those of you joining us virtually, make sure you're checked into the session under the video player for full engagement panel access. Your engagement panel is on the right-hand side. Click Q&A and then submit your question. All right, so let's get started. I'm excited to talk to you about the Voice of the Customer and how its features can help you better review customer feedback to improve your products or listings. Let's start with what is Voice of the Customer, or VOC for short. It is a tool that is available to you on Seller Central where you can listen to customer opinions and/or experiences with your product offering. It is also a tool that helps you connect to actionable insights should you need to improve your product or your listings. There are 4 core components to the Voice of the Customer that enable a continuous cycle of insights and improvement areas. First, the Voice of the Customer is gathering and consolidating negative customer feedback and data across various feedback channels, like returns, customer service, and public reviews. Then, the Voice of the Customer analyzes this feedback for overarching trends and shares these insights with you on the Voice of the Customer page through a customer experience metric. Next, based on these trends, Voice of the Customer facilitates actions that you can take on your listings. Lastly, we anticipate seeing an overall improvement in customer satisfaction with your listing based on the actions taken. This is then expected to be reflected in the customer feedback once again. Now I'd like to share with you how you can use VOC for actionable insights. With our current features, you can 1, listen to your customers' opinions and perspectives. 2, see which listings are most favorable and least favorable in your account based on your customer experience metric and the NCX rate. 3, see trending concerns. And 4, take action based on those trends. Towards the bottom of the slide, we've provided a simple example of the user experience flow within the Voice of the Customer. Let's say you're listing a cotton black t-shirt in size small. The listing is experiencing more returns than other similar listings. You navigate to the Voice of the Customer dashboard, and you'll see a number of customer reasons for their returns or dissatisfaction. For example, this is too small. It is much smaller than expected. It feels like an extra small. It doesn't fit me. Customer feedback can be few or many, but Voice of the Customer will aggregate this view for the top reasons of returns. In this example, your top reason is too small at 80%, and 20% general fit issues. With this information, you may determine that adding a size chart or a better size chart will help your customers. Within the Voice of the Customer, you'll navigate to the Action Library and select Edit Listing to update the size chart to help your customers purchase the right size. This will then eventually feed into more positive feedback about your product and listings. So next, For those of you that are unfamiliar with the voice of the customer, I wanted to take this opportunity to walk you through how to find and navigate the voice of the customer tool. So first, you'll need to log into Seller Central. Once logged in, from the top navigation bar, you'll hover over the Performance tab. You'll see a drop-down of the options with Voice of the Customer at the very end of the list. You will click on Voice of the Customer to bring you to the Voice of the Customer landing page. Once on the Voice of the Customer landing page, you'll note two core sections highlighted here in bigger yellow boxes. The first section is the Customer Experience CX Health breakdown of your listing. It is categorized into 5 buckets: excellent, good, fair, poor, and very poor. This top section shows the count of all of your listings in each health category. In the second section, you'll find all of your listings with the columns for image, ASIN, SKU, fulfilled by channel, NCX rate, top return reason, and the CX health grouping. Let's dive a little more into a few columns within this second section. The NCX rate column is your customer experience metric. It's calculated as the number of orders with negative experiences over the total number of orders fulfilled by that listing. Essentially, your NCX rate equals to the NCX orders column over the total orders column. The following column is the top return reason. This column is showcasing the most common reason customers choose to return. And finally, all the way to your right, you'll note a See Details button. In this walkthrough, I'll continue to use the black t-shirt listing as an example. So we'll select the See Details for the black t-shirt listing, which will bring you to the Voice of the Customer detail page. On the black t-shirt Voice of the Customer detail page, you'll see 4 core sections. At the very top in blue, it highlights how your offer is performing in comparison to other similar offers. In this example, the offer is performing at par with other similar listings. There's also a Take Action button towards the right should you want to further improve that product or listings. In the first yellow box section, you'll see a recap of the NCX rate, order, total order, the CX health bucket for that listing. In the second yellow box section, you'll see a chart showcasing the NCX trend for that listing. Towards the right, there is a small drop down to view this in 6 different time frames, from 1 week all the way up to 12 weeks. In the last yellow box section, you'll see additional details regarding the top reported customer issues. For this example, you'll see that it's too small and 4 customers share this experience. When available, you'll directly see the most recent customer feedback with the order ID and the feedback regarding that negative experience. After reviewing the details of this listing, you may decide that it warrants an action to further improve the product or the listing. So you will click on Take Action to bring you to the Action Library page. Once on the Action Library page, you'll see 2 standard options to improve or resolve your customer issues. The first one is Edit Listings. This takes you to the product's listing page where you can edit the ASIN's information as needed. In this example, a size chart improvement may help customers find the right t-shirt size. For Fulfilled by Amazon offers, the second action is remove or dispose of inventory for when your entire inventory needs to be addressed. If this occurs, this action will take you to the Order Removal page, where you can choose to remove that listing's inventory. Common reasons sellers have used this option is due to wrong item mislabeling or defective batch inventory. Note that the actions listed today are the only options made available to you by us. However, there are many other actions you can take to improve your listings in and out of the voice of the customer. Now, let's talk about how the voice of the customer can be better for you. We've been listening to your feedback, and we understand that you require more from the voice of the customer. We've heard the following from you. 1, you want more simplified views of customer feedback and trends. The customer feedback can seem unstructured and overwhelming, especially if you have a high order volume. 2, you need more customization. You want us to better customize and recommend actions based on your customers' feedback. 3, you need more options in that action library to better target batches in your inventory or enhance your listings and the product description. 4, you've told us you need more customer feedback, and you need it with more details about their negative experiences. But also you wish to see the positive feedbacks. You told us you want to better understand what customers love about your products so you can double down on it and inform your marketing practices. And 5, you've requested other forms of feedback, like images. So let's talk about what we're planning for you. For this upcoming year, we are working towards 4 primary enhancements and new features. I'll go through each, and then I'll walk you through some mocks. First, we're increasing your visibility to more customer issues and feedback. Currently, customer feedback aggregation is limited to 3 channels: customer service, reviews, and returns. However, customers actually leave feedback through several channels. So we're increasing your visibility to these customer sentiments too, while providing you with more data points, insights, and recommendations. Second, we're improving how we deliver that feedback to you. We're leveraging machine learning to enhance our summarization technique to enable more insights in tiers. Currently, you can only see the return reason from the negative experiences. And sometimes when available, the order ID and the direct feedback left by the customer is available. This feedback can seem unstructured, and the root cause can be very difficult to pinpoint, especially if it's a high order volume listing. Therefore, we're improving the ability to group customer experiences while helping you to drill down a few layers to the root cause. We'll review this in a moment, but we'll go on to the third improvement area. Third, we're launching new visualization features. Today, we have the NCX rate and graph to your specific listings. However, this trend line doesn't provide enough details, as it is an aggregated view across several customer issues. Therefore, we're launching new visualization features that will group feedback into themes and help you quickly digest contributors, drivers to your overall NCX rate. Lastly, we're expanding our action library. Today, we provide 2 standard options to help you improve customer satisfaction. However, we know that these 2 options aren't tailored to address various product issues. We're going to keep working on it, but we're starting with introducing options that connect you to relevant help pages or Seller University videos that are specific to your listings issues. Okay, so let's go a little more into the workings of that customer feedback summarization enhancement. As mentioned, we're improving how we deliver feedback to you. We're leveraging a machine learning-based summarization technique to derive the driving factors and root causes and presenting them in a more digestible manner. Here's a simple example of how that process works. A customer leaves feedback through one of the many feedback channels we have. They tell us, the shoes are too small. The style is not as advertised on the website. This customer feedback will then make its way to our machine learning model's evaluation to output the first-tier customer issue. In this case, it's size and advertising. And this output is made visible to you as the first-tier customer issue. However, this evaluation process is going to do more than just that first-tier summarization. it's going to output a second tier of insights. So here on the slide, I have 3 sample customer feedbacks to showcase that tiered insight generation. The first example, the customer purchased a faux plant and is unhappy with their purchase. They tell us, this faux plant didn't live up to my expectations. It is small, looks fake like from the dollar store. I don't recommend it, and it wasn't a good buy. Our model will analyze this feedback and output its first tier of summarization, which is size and appearance issue. But what about that size and appearance? The model's second tier of summarization will note fake looking and small. Now let's look at the second example. The customer purchased a screen protector, and they are unhappy with the product. They tell us it was flimsy and not made with thick plastic, which would protect against a screen from cracking. Our model outputs the first tier insight as material issue. But what about the material issue? The second tier says it's flimsy, plastic, and not durable. Last example, the customer purchased a headset. They tell us it produces a static sound and it's not clear at all. There's nothing I can do to fix this problem. Our model outputs first tier insight as sound issue, and the second tier is that it's about static and unclear sound. Okay, so now let's walk you through some mocks of this year's planned launches. Here we have the voice of the customer detail page, again for the black t-shirt listing. For better visualization, we are adding a chart that will summarize the first tier root reason for customer dissatisfaction. For example, in this view, you see a breakdown of the contribution of too small at 80% and an inaccurate website at 20%. Next to these, you'll see a short issue summary of the first tier root reason. With our new summarization feature, you'll be able to drill into the first tier reason for more detailed insights. To drill in, you'll select See Details next to the first tier reason of your choice. Let's drill into too small. This will lead you to the insights view of too small, driving 80% of your customers' dissatisfaction with your black t-shirt listing. Here you can see the specific tier 2 insight, which is too small issue, the number of complaints regarding that issue, and its rate. In this example, the tier 2 insights are sizing is off, size chart is off, and poor condition. Right below, you'll see a resolve button issue, which will lead you to a list of recommended actions. After clicking on the Resolve Issues button, there will be a list of recommended options to address the issue. You'll be able to click on the Launch button to initiate any of the recommended actions. As mentioned, we will continue to work towards developing new action options in this area. This is just the start to making Voice of the Customer better for you. There's still a lot more to make it more helpful and dynamic. So let's talk about what else we have planned for the future. 1, we're going to rebrand the tool. Today, Voice of the Customer leans on negative experiences, uses words like health to surface top customer issues. This can sound really similar to other tools available to you in Seller Central that serve different purposes. To make clear differentiation, we're planning to rebrand and we'll notify you of those changes when we're ready. 2, we're going to keep introducing more customized views. The current experience shows all of your listings and is limited to ordering your lists by CX health, fulfillment, and NCX order count. However, we realize that sometimes you want to look at customer satisfaction differently and maybe against your other listings, like by brand, and comparing your listing to other brand listings. 3, we're going to keep improving that action library. We've heard that removing inventory at the offer level or editing that PDP is insufficient sometimes. We will continuously evolve the action library to ensure targeted and customized recommendations. 4, positive feedback is coming. Currently, we only surface the negative ones to you. But you also want to know what customers like about your products so you can double down on it and really inform your business strategy. And lastly, we're bringing in images of your inventory. Right now, we do our best to provide as much customer insights as we can, but we've heard you want to see images of your inventory when we have them so that you can better root cause. So let me show you a few areas and examples that we're working on to connect customer feedback with images that we have that would be helpful to you to root cause and identify a resolving action. So first, customer reviews. Customers not only leave text feedback, but sometimes they leave pictures as part of their reviews. If the order and item is associated to your inventory, we'll bring it into your view. In this example, a customer ordered a pink cell phone case, but left a review with an image that they received a brown one instead. Second, inbound audits or inbound investigations. Here, the inbound was for pink bottles, but after multiple customer issues, we identified that blue bottles were actually shipped to us to begin with. Sharing this finding with you can help you pinpoint that root cause and help you remediate your inbound practices. Lastly, inventory audits. There are various audit processes today as part of running that fulfillment centers. If we can connect your customer issue to an existing audit that can help you root cause, we'll bring it to your view. Here, customers left feedback that they want products with more shelf life. So here are a set of batteries where the seller provided October 2028 as the expiry date on the shipment notification. But an existing audits image showcased that the product actually has an earlier expiry date of December 2024. Okay? So I wanted to leave you with some helpful resources should you need more information on the voice of the customer or how to improve your listings. So first, there's Seller University, which has a large range of courses that can help you improve customer satisfaction by avoiding common product issues. 2, there's Account Health Dashboard, which surfaces your overall account health based on Amazon selling policies. 3, there is Seller Help Pages with resources that can continue to help you understand voice of the customer. And finally, you can use the seller forums to communicate with other seller partners who are selling products in Amazon stores and share best practices on how to keep delighting customers. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us for this talk. Thank you.